We are live. Good morning. Happy Monday. How was your weekend? Y'all enjoy the All-Star game? Can you hear me? A lot of construction noise going on around here. So let's put a quick hour of live in. See who was up rocking with your boy. It's a big week for me, so I say, I'm not on the beach today to start the day. Trying to get the work done. Actually, make a difference. Let's see what was up here. It does make a little difference. Let's see if I can put y'all in the cabinet instead of on the counter. Let's see if that works. I think right now the counter might be the best. No maintenance required. Yeah, big week. I'm trying to get this project done this week. We'll see. We shall see how it turns out. All I really had left to do as far as true physical work is kind of in front of me. So I should be able to get it done. But this is the DR. And as my father always tells me, and it's so true, shout out to my father. So many things that he say, I'm like, okay, whatever. And then later on in life that happens, you're like, damn, that's what he was talking about. But I have a lot of those moments, especially when you're in your 40s and you've been living life, seeing a lot of shit, interacting with a lot of people, have a lot of life experiences. You start to see some of those things like, okay, that's what he meant when he said don't do this or blah blah blah. So, but yeah, this week I need to get this mudding and sanding done. Painting, just install the stove and the sink, which should take nothing. That's just dropping it in and buying a bunch of more shit, and I should be just about there. But I have to decorate. I need to buy a table for the kitchen. I need to buy a bed frame, which I've already priced out. I just gonna have them drop it off because it'll be in the way at this point. And yeah, so that can be like every day, just like every day here is some type of adventure since I've been in the DR every day. But it's my mask. Got a t-shirt mask. Shout out to the two people in the building. Hope you can still hear me. But yeah, every day is an adventure here in DR. Like Friday, I just went out to get some screws. Can y'all hear me right now? I wonder. Two people in the building. Can y'all still hear me? That's what I really needed somebody to help me do an audio check. But I went out to get some screws. I need some longer screws than what I had because the way I'm doing this corner. It took like 2 hours to get some screws just because the traffic was so crazy. They don't really use drywall like we do at home. They do. Obviously, I bought some here, but they don't. Everything else is concrete, so you get material for concrete. It's easy to find in some stuff like this. So I need some drywall screws, like some inch long ones. And the one place that I get the material from, Ferreteria Edgar. Man, can y'all hear me? My two viewers ain't really comment type viewers that's in there, but if you could hear me, you could hit a one and then like delete your comment. But even you, if you don't, if you like somebody like to watch, be in the bushes watching, that's all good. But try to help your viewing experience by making sure the audio's good. But I'm assuming it's good. I hope it is because the screw story was kind of like funny. So it was inspiring. So yeah, so it's like all I needed was some screws. The main place I go to that has like everything, it's kind of like the furthest away from where I'm at. Side note, that's been another thing that's actually taken longer. Because I don't know any of y'all who do drywall, mudding, and shit like that. But when you tighten my mask up, when you mud your sheetrock, drywall, whatever you call it, usually in like 2 hours, you can go back to same, maybe 4 hours, no problem. But and then mud again. But man, here it's just been like this shit's been taking like damn near 10 hours to dry because it's so muggy or humid. I don't really. It's nice and warm, just shit ain't drying like it is. So I really don't get to do like I was planning on doing two coats in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Mud one, let it dry, sand it, do it again. But shit don't be dry yet. So back to the screw story. So we're going to the main spot to get the drywall screws, and I know about every ferreteria in Port Pleasant by now. Ferreteria is a hardware store. So I'm on the way to Edgar, which is like one of the biggest ones. And the traffic's so crazy. I said, fuck it. I can't do this no more. So I'll go to a different one that's closer. Like I already traffic. And I went to the closest hardware store. But to keep it real, I really didn't think they would have them. They should, but I never seen drywall products in there. But drywall screws is basic screws, so you can use them for more than just drywall. But anyway, went in there. Of course, they didn't have them. They did have masks, but I didn't buy one because I thought I'd get it at the next place. So I go to the second place, and it's the spot where I buy all my paint. And they got a lot of paint stores. These dudes just cool. They answer all my questions. They help me out, you know what I'm saying? So I go to that paint store all the time now. Just because of the service. So I go to the paint store. They didn't have screws. At this point, I'm like over 30 minutes into this whole since the time I left the house. Actually, yeah, well past 30 minutes. I'm like, damn, I should have just went to the original place, but the traffic was so bad. And you got to go through this intersection where dudes come up and start just washing your windows randomly. Hold up. And that shit annoys the fuck out of me. Like, one, my windows ain't dirty. It rains here all the time. So I don't need you to wash nothing on my couch. It's just gonna be back dirty. But you know what I mean? If I tell you no, don't fucking just lift my windshield wiper up and start fucking doing my window. That shit. So I start recording. I'm gonna drop a video about that. Where you clearly tell me no. And then they just start washing the whole shit. And then I even turn the windshield wipers on. It's crazy. I've got actually several videos because I'm so used to this corner. It's like giving me fucking trauma that I just start recording because I hate it. And like the one time that I gave somebody some money was because I told them no, and they just respected it. And then when they was walking back, I still found something gave to them because they didn't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? They didn't. It's just annoying. So anyway, hey, I had that thing on the way to the hardware store. It just drove me crazy. I recorded it and I was calm. But then, dude, after I didn't give him nothing, he was like, and I found out what that means and shit. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I see some comments now. Shout out to y'all. I'm just kind of working and talking. So yeah, y'all can hear me though. I got my earbuds in, so can y'all hear me even if I'm over here? Just put a one and tell me that. That way I can at least not be thinking about that. All right, so where was I? So yeah, fucking window washer dudes are annoying as fuck. So yeah, dude gave me the elbow, which means that you're cheap. So somebody does this to you, they're calling you a cheap motherfucker. So that was cool. I got to learn what that meant. If anybody does like this, that means like you ripped me off. Like, damn, bro. So that's like when I be bargaining and shit, and somebody be trying to give me the Bringo price, I'll be like, man, chopping me. Shout out to TMI, Body Bacteria, Jay Smith in the building. TMI back in the United States. I know you wish you was still here. But yeah, like I said, audio check. If y'all can hear me, just let me know, please. So yeah, I I'm at the paint store. Dude said they don't got it. I'm like, damn it. And then he said, but the store down the corner, the other paint store, they do sell some stuff, so you probably can find it there. And I'm like, where is it? And he was like, just go out of the thing and take a left, and then around that corner, take a right. I said, but this is a one way. He was like, so just drive up the parking lot. But he said, better yet, you can walk. It's just right up there. I'm like, cool, because where I'm going to park, because the spot where the paint store is that I like, it's in like by the cathedral, like the old part, it's very close to the cruise ships, like that port. So all that is really old school, like design. Like it's like all one ways and shit, and they're really, really tight. It's a fresh air shit. So my goggles. No, no, no. No goggles. Actually, I do have some goggles. but they some fishing goggles. You just gotta stand back and let the shit fall. Do a lot of drywalling in my day. And I usually wear glasses if I'm using like the automatic. So anyway, I walked to the second well, the third or the fourth spot where dude told me to go, and I was already prepared for. At this point, like it's over an hour in my journey, so I was already prepared for them not to have him. So when I walked in there, I was just getting ready to try to explain them. I don't know the word for dry. Well, I do now. Screws are tornillos, and you just say sheetrock. But as I walk in, and I brought one, so I had an example like, yo, I need this. But as I walk into the store, before I seen any of the people, before they even knew I was in there, I was walking up and I was like, do y'all? And then I looked on the counter and it was a bag of the screws I was looking for. Blew my mind because the store dude didn't call him. They didn't even connect it like that. But the bag that I needed was on the counter. And like they go get screws like from the back and then they weigh them like you buy a pound of screws, a pound of washers like that. So it wasn't no prepackaged shit where they was like, hey, it's a gringo coming down there looking for some screws because they didn't even know what size I needed. But it was the exact amount. I only needed like 20 of them. It was like the exact everything I needed when I walked in the store. But and those weren't even for me because like after I told him that's what I wanted, he said they're like 150 pesos for like uh half a pound. I grabbed the bag that was on the counter. He said, no, 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 I'm gonna weigh you up some. I don't know how many are there, but that's somebody else's. And I was like, hell no, that's fucking crazy. So at that point, I was like, that was a sign. I don't know what it really meant, but it was just too fucking random to be a coincidence. So to let me know that I was supposed to be there because it was like, I don't know if y'all watched the Adjustment Bureau, but I felt I was on my path. So all the time wasted in traffic and shit, I was like, no, I did get the screws. The fucking screws did. I didn't find the screws. The fucking screws found me. I'm like, ain't this some shit? So that gave me a little bit of motivation to come back, put in some work. That's another thing too. I got a beach right here. Like the other day, a friend of mine came over. I had brought some movies from this guy. Cool guy. He came to pick his movies up and shit. And I saw him play. And I was probably like 3 minutes in of working before he called me, said I'm on the way. And he had another friend with him. So we saw from the place. We walked to the beach. Then we started drinking beer on the beach. And then I was like, then when he left, I came back home and I was like kind of buzzed because I really didn't eat shit in the morning. And yeah, I sat on the bed and took a nap and fell asleep for 3 hours and shit. And I didn't get no work done. I was like, son of a bitch. Went to the beach. Supposed to be working. So this weekend, I want to go to Samanao and try to see it's the whale season. So I'm gonna take a little baby vacation for like 2 days. But I said I have to be done at least painting before I do that. And it's almost time to go home. And it was like really making me sad and shit. That's another story. And I might go break down and just buy an electric sander because man, this hand sander is fucking whack. How I learned, but I feel like motherfucking wax on, wax off. Shit, turn me white. Yes, sir, Charlie B. Waiting on that mud to dry, yeah. Like I said, I'll be trying to get 2 coats. I think this is like my third coat in some spots, second in others, but I'm really like trying to get all this shit done. And this ain't even dry as I want it to be. That's just because of the moisture in the air down here. So yeah, I priced out a sander. It's just like $65. And based on like how far I go here before I probably end this live, I'm gonna make a decision if I'm gonna go buy that sander. Because I'm already over the budget. But and that's the thing too, I'm not gonna use a sander. Well, I will use it upstairs a little bit probably, but I don't know. It's a decision. When I buy two, it needs to be able to be used a lot. But it depends. When I stop to have lunch, I'm definitely gonna think that one through. See what y'all got for me. Free Society in the building. Shout out Free. I meant to get at you last night, man, but I was on the beach watching the game. It's like fuck it. But I do want to holler at you or get a beer or something before you leave if you haven't already left. And Free, could you do me a favor, Free? I'm always in the furthest point away. I just want to make sure that you can hear me. If you heard that water running, let me know. So it's like a baby audio check. Uncle did my whole building drywall. Yeah. Shout out to your uncle because it's not it's not the most fun. It's rewarding though when you get done. You paint that wall. And you look at that motherfucker. You like, damn, I can't see none of the flaws, none of the screw holes, none of the seams. That's when you a G. Oh, it sucks too when you thought you know what I'm saying that shit all smooth, and you go look at it after you paint it and you see them fucking lines, and you're like, oh my God. So I don't want to have one of the moments. That's why I believe that I'm gonna buy the damn sander. What y'all think? Yes, I think the damn not over here in the other room. Yeah, 40 years experience. Yeah, I got 20 to think. I'm 43. I worked with my dad since I was like 8. He used to take me. My dad is a landlord and he does all his own work. So as a boy, I was always watching my dad drywall. Every time somebody move out of an apartment, there's holes in the wall, and you got to fix something. Or back in the day, like pipes, lead pipes would be in the wall, like literally to get to something, you would have to like cut a hole in the wall and do shit and fix it back. So I learned how to drywall. I would say mm, in my 13 years old, maybe some shit. I'm not saying I was just drywalling like that, but that was just like helping my dad do the shit. When I bought my house, man, that's why I was smart. When I bought my house, I did all my own work, saved a ton of money that way. Try to wet sand a little bit. See. That's working. That's working a little bit. I usually don't wet sand, but it kind of helps. We got time. Okay. Yep. The same with me. 8, 9 years old. No, I remember I was 8 because it was like the well, my parents got divorced and shit, so I'll be back. Both my mom and my dad. I lived in my mom's house primarily because when they split up, my dad said the kids stay with the house and you know what I'm saying. So when he started working for my great uncle, which had some property, and yeah, so he started being a landlord, really property managing, and he ended up buying all the houses from my uncle, and the story goes on. But when I was 8, like when I get out in summertime, you'd be like what, third grade, and you're 8 years old. Like during the summer, I used to just go stay with my dad. He lived 5, 7 minutes away, but like soon as school got out, probably got a week. I thought I was gonna be hanging with my boys. School is out for the summer. Shit, my dad can't pick me up. Like you can go work for me, and every day I work for my dad. Every day, you know. Looking back, I mean, some days I wasn't doing a whole lot of shit, but I was learning. See, that's I was probably thinking slowing my daddy down. You know what I'm saying? But he knew right then, back to the wisdom of your father. You know what I'm saying? He was. I didn't even want to be there. I wanted to hang out with my boy Terrence. Shout out to Terrence, my next door neighbor, my best friend at the time. Still in my circle of best friends, but I wanted to hang out with Terrence and them. They was going to the playground every day, riding their bikes and shit. You know, I was with my dad, and, and even if I wanted to stay at home or some shit, like, hey, I want to sleep back at mom's house today or whatever. So I'll be like, yo, if I'm over there, I ain't got to get up in the morning with him because I'm over there, you know? Shit, my dad would come pick me up. Like, yo, we ain't had no cell phones and shit. Used to have this loud ass truck that, like, if you fucking, like, popped the, popped the clutch or something and revved it up, motherfucker would backfire, like, wow, man, oh. So that's how I used to drive by me and my sister in the morning time. And that was like his little salute thing to drive by and make the fucking truck backfire and shit. Funny. But that's how I also know his ass was outside in the driveway to pick me up to go to work. I used to be so mad some days. But all that shit he taught me, I'm applying that even to this day on this project. Shout out to my pops. I know you ain't watching because you do not be fucking with YouTube like that. All right, let me see. I'm wondering, is this thing turn the light on? Hit that like button if you already haven't. We can rock out till my battery get low. See if I can plug this light in. Yeah, I think I am gonna buy a fucking sander because I just thought about it. I have another little wall piece behind the refrigerator that's going to need a lot of sanding and shit. So I'm gonna sand this till I can't sand no more. And then when I go to get lunch, I'm going to this spot and buying a fucking sander. I already got a potential client, another potential client, very serious. But this area is getting like very, very popular. So like everybody's working to get projects done and shit. It's crazy. So last night somebody told me like, yo, how much you want for your, I'm like, for a night? He was like, no, for like 3-4 months, at least 3 months. I was like, ooh. So and I ain't gotta fuck with the Airbnb and doing all that. So that was motivating. Shout out to my man D for making the connection. Because in this area, it's like a lot of expats. Lots of expats. Mostly, it's actually a blend. A lot of Canadians, lots of Americans, and so they be hanging out and shit at the little bar up here, and they be like, man, is there any spots over here for rent? They be like, yeah, my boy's got a spot. And since everything in here is brand new, well, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see the work I'm doing. So, new bed, new TV, new fridge, new microwave, new paint. Like, it's like, shit, what you want, brother? I ain't really put the price tag on it yet, because I was like, fuck. I know I can get more money doing the B&B thing, but there's more wear and tear, people in and out, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm like, yeah, I just might put a nice little package together for my guy. I ain't got to worry about too much until I come back. So, so that'd be I find out how much like all the there's so many places that are for rent. Like everybody out here does Airbnb, but they also do like long term rental. They all got their numbers out. So I just call, ask them how much for a month or two, and just to see what the market pays over here. And I know a lot of the owners and shit too. So I know if I do an Airbnb, I should be upwards of 15 minimum. Oh, say you do 1,500 a month, which is really busy. Went up, and that's like kind of based it off of $50 a night type deal. Even 45, 50. And then looking at what like the lady next to me, she rented her place out for a whole year. Cause this area too. I mean, it's got its touristy things, but my neighbor to the left right now, he's an engineer. I think he's from Spain. Somebody said he was from France, but that didn't make sense. I seen him at the restaurant. He's a French dude. He was not speaking no French. But anyway, he's an electrical engineer, and he's here working on a project, but not here in this neighborhood, like it's in the country close by. So there's people like that. The area is nice. It's not ritzy, but there's some people out here with some money, but it ain't like it's right between the two resorts. It's pretty slick. It's pretty like laid back. So it's in demand right now. So I might do like a 90-day thing with them and let them know, like, hey, because also, I mean, I got family and stuff that's going to be coming down and shit like that. So I also want to be able to free up the schedule so my people that come can actually come and see it and stay here and shit like that. So that's why I don't want to do nothing longer than like 3 months, to be honest, because I'm not saying I won't, but I definitely got some family coming, hopefully some parts of the summer that I'm going to want to have this unit available for, especially if I'm living upstairs by then, full time. Then I would lean towards the Airbnb because I'm here on site. I can look at it. I can do all that. I can be nosy, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's people right below me. So versus being in the United States, wearing if somebody's in here tearing shit up. If I'm living upstairs, I definitely will probably do the Airbnb thing. And then I can like do an airport pickup package. Be that super host, you know? I would include an airport pickup if he was in Port Plaza. And then hopefully, my next project I've been looking at. But yeah. But this week I'm trying to get done now. I think it should be done, but looking at the amount of sanding that my arm ain't ready to do, I think I'm gonna have to make a purchase to speed up the process. What y'all talk about in the comments. What up, Free Society in the building? Okay, yeah, Free. You gotta hit me up. Might take a trip out there to the zoo if that's where you are, Cabarete or whatever. And I need to like work on some video stuff. So this week I even made myself like a serious to-do list, like work till I can't do no more in here for the day, and then get my video work done. I got like 3 interviews. I'm gonna interview actually 4. Wednesday I'm supposed to be in Sasua to be a guest on a show that I was on one time before, and I want to finish my shots right over here, Poplito. What else y'all got for me? What else y'all got for me? What up, JoJo in the building? Wrench. Yeah, for sure. When I'm on my YouTube, I got a wrench. Throw some wrench out. Yeah. The archives too, definitely. Oh, I have so much footage though, so I ain't been slacking on that. But I need to collect more footage of this neighborhood for sure. Because I got another channel that I'm gonna dedicate to the Airbnb. Well, I'll actually will probably put the content on this channel as well. But like once I organize it, I got something for like the area where I visit, all the places relative to over here. So if somebody wants to learn about this area in particular, every damn little shop and shit like that, they can watch that beforehand. So I need to do that. This is not a lot of light in here like I want. I just mark some of these spots I need to sand. And then when the mark goes away, I'll sand to the spot. So yeah. So I'm gonna take I've got so much footage of this area every time I come. But a lot of times it's just me recording shit. And I can dig through that and make what I need, but it'd probably take more time digging through that shit when I can just write some notes down, write my shots down, go get my shots. And then yeah. You gotta look with your hands sometimes. Close your eyes and feel, because the little abrupt spots are the ones that the paint will fuck up. It don't gotta be totally smooth up and down. Well, perfectly smooth. You just shouldn't be able to feel a quick transition, like a speed bump. You can see, like, yeah, that's an analogy. Like, when you got speed bumps everywhere, you got some that are kind of big, but you don't got to slow down. You just glide over. But you got the little bit short motherfuckers that be like, you just got to get the short ones out. The big ones, once you paint, you won't really see them. The short ones will stick out bad. So you got to feel for the short ones. Drywalling with Jay. What else? What else? I had a story for y'all. Any questions in the comments? What we got? D Blake. Oh yeah. Shout out to D Blake. I met D Blake for the first time in person. D Blake was like, damn, everybody's taller than me. Shout out to D Blake. Yeah, I thought that shit was funny. Sorry we couldn't, or too bad we couldn't kick it a little bit longer than Blake. He's a cool dude. I could tell. Then I met another dude that was taller than me, Mr. King Sims. So I was able to meet Sims that same night. I met D Blake. Then I met Sims. Shout out to Sims. He was a cool cat. Good energy on that dude, I would say. It's a lot of times on this trip too, you know what I'm saying? Just getting to meet the people you've been interacting with. So that was pretty cool. Even controversial figures that you have interacted with, I even got to meet those guys. Or that guy. Timothy, I got to meet Timothy. Caught some slack. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's good to get a good read. Oh, shit. So let me see. So once this dries, that wall's going to be white. The opposite wall is going to be gray. And I might do gray up top. And then, like, I left this open for air circulation because the only air circulation in this apartment is like the window and the door when it's open. So you don't want to have like such a barrier where you just got air that's stagnant. So that's why I left that open. I was going to close it, but I have a neighbor of mine who's a super do-it-yourselfer. She was like, no. She be coming in here telling me what to do, kind of like, no, no, that's what you should do. We had the greatest debate about like, I'm gonna put a sliding door, which is another adventure that I've been trying to find the hardware. So it's the easy rail door, barn door where you slide, boom, slide it back. I've been what the neighbor was telling me I should just get a regular size door and swing. But I'm like, oh fuck that. I want to be able to open the whole shit, and I want to put a painting on the door that I want that I got my guy gonna do. So, but finding the harbor to this door has been like incredibly difficult. And then there's one Airbnb. Shout out to Tony Mac, aka on Instagram, I think it's Tony Mac and Cheese. But he was another brother that was staying over here in the area. He had an Airbnb. We met, and then the Airbnb that he was in is like right across the little town square we got over here, or the area I call the town square. And I got to see the inside of the Airbnb, and they had a giant sliding door, which was exactly what I wanted to put in here anyway. So it was a good example. And then I talked to the owner of the building, and they gave me the number to the guy who put their door in, but he was just hard to hit. So shout out to Gregorio Pelu. But he called me back the other day. He's supposed to meet. I sent the picture because he didn't know who I was. And I'm like, hey, I live in Pueblito. I'm interested in a door. The landlord gave me your number. He didn't answer. And then like the other day, I sent a picture of the door, like how would I want? And he called back like 10 minutes. So we talked. He was supposed to meet me at 2. But, you know, like I said, everything here, your best laid plans can drag out. So I do believe he's interested because he was all asking me what size and questions. But then I found one other place that's in Santiago that's supposed to sell the hardware. And then was getting ready to actually go there and buy it. But I'm like, let me get a picture. Could you send a picture of what you're talking about? Because all the descriptions made sense, but I wanted to see it. It was not what I'm looking for. It was a sliding door, but like for like a garage or some shit. So that took the wind out of my sails. But at home, I just would go to any of the hardware stores, get the hanging sliding door hardware, and my neighbor's got some in her place. But the store, she said, I don't know, it's just been difficult. So I'm gonna rock the apartment if I get the door in there or not. And because it still works with the door open. I could put like a nice curtain, you know, they got like the 76-inch blackout curtains with a nice rod, so it'll be poof. Because one of those accordion doors, but I want to do the sliding door, so I'm gonna wait on the sliding door. So y'all. Yes, Jojo, this is DR. It's in the Puerto Plata area. El Pueblito, right next to Playa Dorada. That's where we are. So yeah. But also, yeah, the math on this place too. I did it like with this budget and mindset of you get like a sports car, but this one will pay for itself. So all my math is trying to have it pay itself off in 5 years or sooner. But even if like I don't think I could if like even if I was just killing it, getting twice what I was asking, like it would have in the best perfect world, it could pay for itself in 3. But that's not realistic. And I was never expecting that. Couldn't do it unless I flipped it because people have been buying around here too. So that was another option. So like, man, you probably could make $40,000, $80,000 off it real quick. Not even I was like, nah. One, because only places to sell over here now are the fucking empty lots. And there's just some buildings that anybody worked on. I've learned a lot of the history of this place. And there's a lot of places around here that people have been sitting on them for like 10 years. They ain't tripping on trying to sell them quick. So that's been another thing. I'm like, no. Plus, I got a son. I want to be living upstairs. I can wait 5 years, have all my money back. Not a problem. Because I really could rent both the units out if I'm not here, but I'm not. I want to do some more work upstairs to get it like how I would want it to be. And I couldn't work on both of them at the same time. So this season, the 2023 season, upstairs is going to be only for me. Next year, maybe so. Because this land for sale around here. And actually, I did see something that I liked, but it wasn't on the beach. But it's not far from a beach. And it's just land right now, but it's almost too good to be true. Like in meters for whatever, a foot square meter price. It's crazy. So I got some people looking into that. But if that pans out, shit, it's just like buying land. Like, I mean, it's like buying land, but you know, like you can buy land and sit on it. So it's only going to appreciate in value. Therefore, it would be stupid not to like buy it because you can't lose. You just got to wait. So, and like Forrest Gump said, that's all I'm going to say about that, but I hope that works out. Yeah, I'm going to buy a sander today. Because when I do this here, this shit gonna take so long. And I can hook my sander up to my vacuum and it will suck all the dust away. So that's another thing. When you do drywall, that shit pulls the moisture out of your hands. Like, it's crazy. And I don't even got no. I'm glad I don't have no ceilings. Because when you got them, it's just crazy. That's my happy Monday though. But I got it for sure today. I got to get this sanding done. And another coat of mud on the door. I really believe once I sand all this right here out, I don't got to fuck with that no more. And maybe I got to do like another little thing of mud from about right here to that red line, in and out of here. This looks pretty good. Could probably take one more coat of light mud, but I'm gonna sand it first and see. Then this whole wall on this side. But since I'm right-handed, like when you mud, like where is it? Oh. When you mud with your spatula and you're spreading, if you're laying a thin layer down. But I found like on this way, well, on the opposite side of this wall, I mudded so much better because of like the direction I was going, and I was able to like not leave lines because I was like be able to swing better, and it was smooth. So this side of this wall is like a lot easier. Stuck in the suit. So yeah, like this way, I was able to spread it smooth better. So I don't have as much spots that I got to mud the same. 'cause especially back through there. So, but yeah, this right here turned out a lot better. So, but this right here, I'm about to do that whole thing one more time. This shit right here is all good. And yeah. So sand today, mud. Then I got to sand tomorrow and I should be done. Then I can paint. So if I can start painting tomorrow, I feel real good. But even right now, I'm trying to like stop every fucking few minutes to just rinse the shit off my hands. So it don't just dry me out so bad. But yeah. Take a break. Let's see. Let's take a walk around the block real quick. Drink this. Hit my coffee. All right, okay, I made it to an hour. Okay, 6 of y'all still rocking with me. All right, let me see. I gotta switch up the shirt too. Let's see. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's take a quick walk while I knock the coffee down. Take a coffee break. Grab my phone real quick. It's 11:30 here, so it's 10:30. Most of y'all watching earlier were others. So you got some Airbnbs across from mine. They're getting cleaned out. Got the dudes down there working. Westside TMZ building salute there. So yeah. So I'm gonna do like I got a lot of footage, so I gotta put together like a little mini documentary about this side of the El Pueblito, the blue market. That's where the locals be at. But it gets busy like too, like on Sundays when the cars is all flooded over here. This should be lit over here too, but it's like I said, it's just the local people that's coming to go to the beach. So it's like they got all the same products and shit, all the same everything that they got over there on the touristy side. That's where I eat at. Hola. Yeah, so you got like beaches that way. I walk this way. And just hanging over here too, I got a different perspective. Cause like I usually hang close to the beach, but this is like its own deal. And this is all nice over here too. I know all these folks. Terry, Joyce, and guys. How you doing? Hey, how's it going? How are you? Good. You're taking a coffee break. Yeah, so this building right here is coming along. Doing the smoothing out work. Basically the same thing I was doing with drywall, but they do it with concrete. And yeah, this was blocks the other day. They're gonna come in there. They just took off the little support wood chunks. They're gonna smooth that out, and it's gonna be done. That's a rare. Not too many wood buildings over here because the wood will rot unless you get like a specially kind of wood. This little area that I call town square. The same thing with this. They're starting to tile this one up. Looking good. And you got so like all these places stay rented out to people that come here and are staying like for at least 2-3 weeks, a month. The average person is staying here a month that comes in out here. So you don't even gotta fuck with Airbnb necessarily. Just on word of mouth. Oh my God, Jose, you got a nice restaurant right here. So yeah, I got a countdown. I think I leave in like 20 days. So I'm kind of a little sad when I think about it. So I'm trying to get this done. I want it to be done. I know I'll be done with the apartment in 20 days. That's easy, but I'm trying to get done in 5 days. I want to take a little baby vacation. What you mean a baby vacation? I want to go. It would be east or something like that, like 3 hours away. Did a couple videos about the place already, but they got whales with like an Asian season or whatever for the whales, or they come give birth or whatever. But you can go whale watching, so I want to do that. I feel like the whole side of the beach is filling up. We got Carnival Cruise. Cruise ship comes on a regular schedule. And they bring the bus and they bus the people over. The beach fills in from this side and pushes that way. But on Sunday, Saturday, and Sunday specifically, all this is filled with local people. During the week, it's tourists. But you already know that if you're watching my morning content. But yeah. What else been going on out here, folks? West Side. Shout out to West Side TMZ in the building. King of controversy. Shout out to the West Side. West Side for real. Nobody can debate this. He has had the most entertaining channel in this sector for quite a while. For real. Shout out to you, bro. Love it or hate it. West Side shits, you know what I'm saying? It's been like if you look at everybody's YouTube watch, like there's, you know, you can look at your watch hour or not watch hours, but your viewing hours. Like if you did a poll, everybody tune in to his shit at some point in time. Shout out to West Side. So yeah, here go to Blue Market. Oh, this building right here is almost done. It's like really small gap between that building, so I don't know how they're gonna smooth that off. I asked the dudes. Una pregunta. ¿Cómo se dice cuando tú terminas ese? ¿Tú hablas inglés? Español entonces. ¿Quién vas a entrar algo para tú? Ajá. Pero tú vas a entrar. Okay, so he said he's gonna go in there. It's smooth. Okay, es muy. Yo estaba pensando para una semana, 2 semanas. ¿Cómo? But yeah, they did it all the way up. ¿Y cuánto tiempo más hace hasta que terminar todo? ¿Sí? A month? Okay. Looking good. So he said it'd probably be a month before they're done. But I guess I don't know. Somebody already did the top and smoothed it out, but it's just crazy because there's such a tight gap that it's crazy. So yeah. Hold up. These apartments here just about done. I went in this building. Okay, I see they got the lights up. This apartment here, these are nice, really nice. They got like some 2 and 3. They even got some 3-bedroom ones, but the 3-bedroom ones use the same amount of space as the 2-bedroom. So they got like a weird bedroom that is just kind of a waste of space. But you find that sometimes around here. You're like, why did they do it like that? I don't know. I can even show y'all an example in this building over here where the worker dudes be getting high and shit. 7 of y'all rocking with me. Appreciate y'all. All right, so this is one of the buildings that's still not done. But actually, I seen some. Whenever you see the dudes with the suits, yeah, so it'd be a dude with a suit and somebody else walking, they be having a suit, but they'll have some work boots on. They be looking at these buildings. You be like, okay, they about to start doing some work. But let me see which one of these buildings got the fuck up. This one right here, right? Like when you come up here, this turn right here is just crazy. Like there's no way you gotta lift all your furniture through the window. Which I guess ain't hard to do, but you gotta like plan that shit out. This shit's nasty up here too. I don't know why they be coming up in here taking shits. It's crazy. And they be in there smoking weed on the other one. So that's like a weird ass little spot. And this one too. Like when they finish this, like, I think it would be like a good little store. Like, because our mini mart is down there at the end. This could be a little rival because they don't ever have all the beer selection. And I'm like, man, I'll buy this little spot, turn this motherfucker into a straight liquor store, but have like local Comado price. Because here, the beer is like 200 for the Presidente big bottle, and at the Comado it's like 160 or 150. It's like $1 difference. So I'm like, if we had a spot in here that they got the real price of beer, everybody will fuck with it. Because I go to the Comado and get my beer and take it to the beach. You want to go to the restaurant? I don't be buying the beer. Last night I did. The beer at the restaurant cost $2.50. So I used to sit on the beach, bring my own beer. So I ain't at the restaurant drinking like somebody else, drinking the beer that I brought. But my beer and water, why pay $1, $2 looking for water on the beach when I can put one in my bag? But yeah, what time is it gonna be? 11:46. Yeah, I ain't got a whole lot for y'all, man. I just want to get on here, go for about an hour, holler at y'all real quick, answer any questions or whatever the hell, I'm gonna keep going live, try to do it every day. I ain't really had time to be on at nighttime because at night, like every second. I'll be busy at nighttime here, so especially with my little fella. So I ain't got time to sit on panels and do that type of shit. Cause with the countdown and going home, I'll be trying to be around my son like every single second because he grow every day like he look different, or he doing a constant like upload because he just starts sucking his thumb. The way he be trying to crawl already, I'm like, dude, you're not even like 3 months old, and you trying to crawl. And he's mobile. You'll put him in the crib at like a certain position. Then you wake up, he done made it all the way to the other side. He be crying because he's stuck in the corner or something. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, dude, like when did you learn to move? So there are moments, even when he be crying and fussing, like I just be trying to soak all that shit in. Cause I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be gone for a little over a month back home at least. So I know he's gonna change so much by the time I come back. So I'm just looking at all the pictures I got. I got a whole folder of pictures, and obviously he's growing, but you be looking like, damn, he literally like changing. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in the morning time when I do go live. Good little therapy to highlight the people. Yeah, so, yeah, for sure. Every moment, every second, even the ones that I maybe don't enjoy in them seconds, the frustrating seconds, enjoy them shits too. Because when they're gone, they're gone. But yeah, with all that said, folks, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all was here rocking with your boy. Hit that like if you haven't already. Drop a comment in that section if you got a question, general comment, concern, suggestion, etc., etc. But with all that said, it's your boy J Mog, and I'm out.